draw some flowers with me. So first we're going to draw some wiggly spirals, and start it off at some point, wiggle all the way around it, and then just end it at another point. And now scatter some of those around the page. Try to vary the sizes as well and the locations. As you can see, I've hidden some behind others, and then you can just imagine where it would go if it was behind, and bring it out the other side of the other ones. Okay, so these are supposed to resemble flowers at the end, but this is just the foundation, so we're just getting sort of the basic form down first. I've chosen to just do a few, and then I'm going to give it an extra inline there. So I'm basically just following the general shape of the initial line and spiraling it all the way back around again. So it kind of ends up looking like a bit of a streamer or a worm or something along those lines. But I think when you add the color, or if you were deciding to add some pattern to this one, they do look more, they do resemble something slightly more floral, as opposed to a worm or a streamer or silly string, as I thought it might look like as well. So yeah, just go around, get all of those done. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. I'm just trying to roughly follow the same shape as I had initially drawn. Some people have done it thinner. Some others drew them thicker when we were doing this live, and this does give a different effect, to be honest, when you have the end result, because it provides a bigger gap and it looks like there might be more space in the background, or the inner petal, for example, if you do see that as a flower, so that you could add some pattern and create a lot of variety. But there's just so many options when it comes to this kind of drawing. So I decided to outline it as a whole and choose a few different colors. I stayed with the pinks with this one. We did a selection live again, and we chose four of the pinks of the Sharpies that I have, which are beautiful, beautiful pinks, and also the mauve there. What I did notice coloring this in though is you just have to be really careful when you're coloring with a marker. Don't go straight to the edge. Make sure that you do your first coat on the insides of the lines and then get your second coat in and get closer. So after umming and ahhing a lot about adding pattern, I decided to just thicken up the lines like this, and that was going to be the last step for me. This was a really, really nice one to do, really enjoyable. It took a little longer than I expected because I had to thicken up all the lines. So in hindsight, use a thicker marker. But yeah, let me know how you go. Did you add any patterns? Would you use a different color scheme? Please let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to hear it. Okie dokie. See you next time.